Yep, he was the final domino. There's someone on Steve Richards' right. We can't quite pick who it is at this point, but there's contact about here. And that then sees Richo moved left into Tony Bates, who's got nowhere to go.
That was painful to watch, so you can only imagine how it must have felt inside the car.
Yeah, and you can see Tony Bates there taking a couple of deep breaths, just composing himself. No doubt on the radio back to the team to say he's A-OK. Meanwhile, we are about due for a restart. Ash Samadi, for the first time in his Australian GT career, will lead the field back to the green flag. He's gone early. Scott Taylor's gone with him, though. He's got a break. Ash Samadi will lead the pack down into turn 1. Scott Taylor second, Sini third, Tony Walls the first, McLaren in fourth, Liam Talbot in fifth place. Talbot, though, tucked up behind. Meanwhile, Scott Taylor has a deep move at Ash Samadi. He sent it in from a long way back. He's gone far too deep. 3 wide on the exit. Scott Taylor, he's trying to go high, wide and handsome. Ash Samadi hangs on around the inside. The over and under trick. Meanwhile, he's braked early. Scott Taylor again going deep. Samadi, really a cork in the bottle. Looking at him stack. Sini now having a look at Taylor. Talbot is through. He's gained a couple of places.
He's actually lost a spot to Fraser Ross,
That's
Matt.
Tony Walls.
So Fraser Ross, very good restart. He's got around Liam Talbot, who now finds himself under pressure from Glenwood. We've got Max Twigg in the Mac mix as well, and Tony Walls goes straight ahead in the objective McLaren. Gets back on, thankfully, without drama, but drops a couple of positions in the process.
Yeah, Twiggs tagged the back of Walls and just nudged him off the road. Unnecessary. He's a lap down. He shouldn't be in there. Meanwhile, Tony Walls has a look up the inside of Roger Largo. He's slipped back a couple of spots courtesy of skating through the shortcut at turn 7. Meanwhile, it's Samadi versus Taylor at the front end of the motor race. There's little between them. Mark Sini's hanging on in there as well. Fraser Ross now in 4th. Liam Talbot still in 5th, despite the contretemps a little bit further back. Taylor trying to send it long again. Samadi, though, season coming, covers it off. Goes a little bit deep himself, though, and just props on exit, balking Scott Taylor's acceleration zone. Meanwhile, you can see the damage to Max Twigg's car. There's scars at the front and back of that Mercedes AMG GT3. Fraser Ross, the next car along, currently in 4th place. He's never won an Australian GT race. He's only got 4 minutes to win this one. He's got 3 cars to pass, plus the back marker that is, and he's lost it. He's spun. Fraser Ross spins on the exit of turn 6. He's done really well there to keep it out of the tyres. A 360 and a bit. Rejoins, but he's dropped from 4th right the way back down. He should rejoin in 12th place. That'll promote Liam Talbot. Here's a replay. Watch him. He's already gone really early.
He'll be kicking himself for that mistake because he's done that all on his own when he was in contention for a good result. Throws it off the racetrack unassisted and falls outside the top 10.
So, Ash Samadi still leading. This is good news having Max Twigg here. He's just balking Liam Talbot at this point. While he does this, Ash Samadi continues to lead the race. Scott Taylor's in there. We've seen in the last couple of laps try and go in from a long way back down at turn 1. This time follows line astern. Samadi into turn 2. Taylor, Sini, Max Twigg, who's currently down in 13th and out of position on the back of Sini's car. And then it's your championship leader, Liam Talbot, the 911 Porsche. Behind him, Glenwood, the car, the Lamborghini that we thought would be doing so well in this race. The dice haven't quite fallen his way. Then Roger Largo and Jeff Emery, the championship contenders, are all very close to one another on track. But out front, we're looking at Ash Samadi resisting all sorts of pressure. Can he hang on for his first Australian GT race win?
What a motor race between a couple of drivers who race recreationally, but that doesn't mean they take it any less seriously than the drivers they're battling against. And more moves happening further back in the pack. Liam Talbot down the inside of Max Twigg, down the inside of Mark Sini, who gets forced wide off the road at turn 11. And Roger Largo involved in that one as well. The winner, Liam Talbot, he moves through up into position 3.
Great move from Liam Talbot. Good, forceful, clean passer. A little bit of body panel rubbing further back. Roger Largo and Jeff Emery sharing a little bit of paintwork. Meanwhile, Glenwood puts a move up the inside of Max Twigg, who fights him seemingly unnecessarily. They're not racing for position. Glenwood gets the job done. Twigg has a look back. He's 13th. He's not in this motor race. Liam Talbot, though, skating up the road. Ash Samadi leads. Scott Taylor, Liam Talbot, Glenwood. Jeff Emery now in behind Max Twigg. He's got Roger Largo. Those two, second and third in the championship.
This is damage limitation, damage recovery for our series leader, Liam Talbot. He's going to, if he stays where he is, come away with a good, solid bundle of points out of this race. And the two drivers ahead of him on the track are not his championship rivals, so he will extend his lead with positions as they are at the moment. It looked shaky for Liam Talbot after qualifying, but he's driven a masterful race to make sure that his championship margin hasn't been eroded any further.
All right, so Samadi continues to lead. Meanwhile, Liam Talbot is now showing in second place. So
to Scott Taylor.
Yeah, Scott Taylor's dropped off our timing screens. He is still out on track, so I wonder if he missed a loop there. So Scott Taylor is in second place. Liam Talbot in third. Results we hear will be provisional. There will be a couple of penalties after this one. Officials going to have a lot of work to sort this out. This will be the final lap, though. Ash Samadi continues to lead. He's not got long to go. Can he hang on for what will be a hugely popular victory? He's got Scott Taylor breathing down his neck. It's the battle of Germany out front. Audi versus Mercedes. The Audi R8 LMS versus the Mercedes AMG GT3 in third place. The Porsche 911 GT3R. Liam Talbot is hunting these two down. Should they squabble, he's there to pounce. Samadi continues to lead. There's little between them into turn 7.
He's made massive ground on the two race leaders, Liam Talbot. He is absolutely flying this lap. He was over half a second quicker than both the cars ahead of him through sector number 1 of this lap. He appears in Scott Taylor's mirrors to try and intimidate the Mercedes driver into a mistake at turn 11, but Taylor hangs on, maintains his composure. One corner left to run. Here comes Talbot up the inside of Scott Taylor. Ash Samadi is going to cross the line in first place in this thing. What a dramatic race for the Australian GT Championship.
Ash Samadi, after 66 Australian GT race wins, a career that stretches back to 2006, claims his first Australian GT race win. We think results are provisional. Lots happened in that race. He certainly took the checkered flag. What a recovery from Liam Talbot to take second on the final corner. Great drive also from Scott Taylor. Did everything he could to challenge for top spot. The battle between Samadi and Taylor in the closing laps was enthralling. Good points from Talbot. Glenn Wood in fourth place. Jeff Emery recovered to fifth. But wow, what a race. So much drama. It started from the very beginning with Tony Bates. We then saw some drama with Max Twigg and Andrew McPherson. Seemingly, wherever there was drama, Max Twigg was involved. He had one of those races, these tight confines of Reed Park. It's a quick, flowing circuit, but it's hemmed in by concrete walls, and it doesn't provide lots of room for error. The man who seemed to make the most of it at this point, Ash Samadi, as we say, results are provisional. Let's go into some highlights. From the start, it was all action. Watch the middle of the pack. The BMW of Steve Richards and Tony Bates in the Mercedes make contact, fires Bates into the barrier, back across the road. The field behind him doing well not to collect the Mercedes. That's a hard hit.